can't rightly call Mount Zand a mountain anymore. There's no more mountains now. There's no place left for the beasts of the wild to go. So they figure they'll hold out right here, on a slab of mountain the Calamity forgot. Those beasts been hoarding all the valuables they could find. Good thing for those beasts the Calamity saved leftovers. We only found their little lair because they found themselves a little shard. The creatures of the wild, they've been building a bastion of their own. Best thing we can do for those beasts right now is put them down quick and clean. Besides, we have to take back what's ours. Even if the beasts of the wilds won't like it, the beasts of Mount Zand go all out. What the city left behind, those beasts took for themselves. This way, it's either them or us. But if we win, they win too. Our Bastion is everybody's game, not just ours. Unfortunately, there's no explaining that to a simple beast. Those beasts been hard at work fixing up the place. They've been searching for cores and shards, just like we have. They've rounded up their survivors, just like we have. Thought about turning back, just like we have. We just really need their shard. Kid got it fair and square. That's the way. He's done what's best for him, don't you worry. Don't you worry. We'll all be better off once the Bastion is complete. Fixed that thing right up, didn't we? Made these goings-on a little livelier. Suppose it's true a little song can put things in perspective. The monument's getting better. Zolf sure did a number on it, though. The cinders kept the city going, made it thrive. The city, its riches, nothing but fragments now. The conscience, we haven't lost everything, long as we have that. The faith, Mother, this one's for you. The inspiration, a forge can fashion anything. Sometimes I want to ask him, why do any of this? The truth is, I don't want to know. Giants are gonna help. Lemaine. Udrig. Just a couple shards left. The quarry's gotta have one, right? Caelandia's armada was a glorious sight, and our ship's mortars were unstoppable. At Boundless Bay, our Navy put those mortars through a rigorous inspection. Had to use squirts to simulate explosive impact on the surface of the sea. Galleon skippers needed to be patient, needed to fire at just the right times. Sounds like the kid's mortar's in tip-top shape. Too bad about the armada, but at least one of those mortars survived. That mortar's gonna leave a lasting impression. Taught him an old trick from a galleon gunner I once knew. Wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of those. If you got a thing for heavy artillery, then I've got the place for you. A variety of modifications could be used to enhance the power of a mortar. You could almost see the fireworks over Boundless Bay. Good thing we got to that mortar before the beasts of the wild learned how to use it. Skippers delivered us from the motherland. Any brusher's pike can cut to the bone, but that one can cut through it. Imagine everything you need to build a city like Caelandia. It takes hard work and planning, and it also takes Bastion and quarry. The Ura tunnels beneath the quarry must have softened the blow from the calamity. Same goes for its natives, rattletails. Why would the Ura put up with those pests? Rattletails ain't the worst of it either, but more about that in a little bit. The quarry came with a lifetime supply of windbags. Windbags smaller than the naked eye can see are nested in the rocks. Not only are these rocks a source of life, we found that the oldest ones remember things. But there was even more to it than that. They're recording everything, all the time, taking it all in. Were drawn to the quarry. The rocks were calling them. Keeping the quarry free from pests turned out to be a problem. Rattletails kept tunneling in to snack on windbags. Windbags tended to the rocks, so we had to keep the rattletails at bay. Without those windbags, the quarry might not have its special qualities. Even stink eyes started taking root here. Why would the Ura sell off such a fascinating place? It might be the gods told him the quarry's bad news. The Ura always were a superstitious lot. On top of that, you know the Ura hated anything above ground. Might be the quarry just got too much sunshine, but I like it. In any case, it's fair to say the quarry is a godsend. rocks, all polished to a mirror sheen. The largest ones, you know as cores. A single core can keep the lights on in an entire city district. The smaller ones, we call them shards. Shards got a fraction of the core's power, enough to fuel a voyage to the motherland. Well, now the quarry's all dried up. These rocks are much too young to be of use. Remember how I said rattletails ain't the worst thing in the quarry? That honor goes to a beast we took to calling Sir Lunky. Massive thing stomped many of our boys. We just couldn't get rid of him. The only thing harder than the rocks in Bastion quarry is Sir Lunky's hand. Hard times in the quarry these days. Stubborn old Lunky to leave the quarry alone. Then the kid hears a voice calling from down the hall. "Are you all right?" it says. "It's him. I've come to warn you," he says. "The Bastion is under siege. Let it fall. You should not go back." Kid hears him, but he ain't about to be deterred. "If that's the way it is," he says, "then I won't stop you. Because my countrymen will." Say what you will about Zolf, but he's a man of his word. His countrymen don't much care for pleasantries, though. Too bad for that. Zolf showed him the way here, and here they came to take revenge. They got inside the Bastion and shut the door. Kid's gotta go in through the back. I should have told him sooner about all this. Unfortunately, they broke in and they started digging their hole. Something wrong sprung down those holes, and it's eating away in this place. We tried to stop them, but we needed help. The Mura think they got him. They're wrong. Our baby pecker. We don't make it. Thank goodness for Hardy Punch. Somehow, some way, he sends those Ura packing. Problem is, it didn't matter. Zolf's plan worked. We find each other as the dust settles. Then I tell him why the Ura came. To get us back. For the calamity. It was Caelandia's master plan to wipe the Ura out. But part of that plan backfired, didn't it? If only Zolf knew the whole story. What were we to think? They must have got her, taken her back to her rightful home. The shards can put this disease in remission, but there's only one cure. We need to finish what we started. The brushers, they moved in shadows, but the calamity found them. The mercy, the windbags ain't the only beast that drew a bad lot. The arsenal's complete in case we need protection. Now all we need is one last shot. Marshals would have been downright jealous.